Hey, this is Short John Red, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Now, I feel like this will be the last of the Redux episode of the Redux videos. So, once this is done, I'm not gonna play the game again on video until until the episode 6 and 7 come out, and then I'll play the game from this save. So, yeah, and this time I'm not gonna. Unless I really need to, I'm not gonna pause in between moments, cause, well, I feel like the rest of this is gonna be stuff we haven't seen yet, that we haven't seen on my old playthrough. You start towards her car, but you don't make it 2 steps before you're met by an unfortunately familiar face. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. What? What do you want? Sorry to bother you, Miss Scar, but I'm actually here to, well, you see, I'm here on police business regarding Odie. Could you speed this up, please? I'm here to apprehend the suspect. The suspect? My cousin. My cousin. Officer, I assume you hadn't you have somehow forgotten who I am in the last 2 seconds. No, ma'am. Tabitha Scarlet, owner of the Scarlet Mine. Of course I know who you are, ma'am. Then you must know it wouldn't be a very good idea to test my patience by threatening my last remaining family member with arrest. Do you know that? Affirmative, ma'am, but I don't serve the Scarlets. I serve the town, and being a Scarlet by blood doesn't protect anyone from the law. Okay, so you're going to arrest my cousin anyway. On what charges exactly? Yeah, don't. I'm still investigating the death of Duke Calloway, and your cousin is the prime, so you have no evidence. I have plenty of the officer's radio crackles to life. Franklin, and pick up already. We ain't got all day, boy. Sheriff, I'm just in the middle of a discussion with Scarlet trying to apprehend. Your thug is trying to arrest my cousin on false charges. Everybody quiet. I don't want to hear it. We got a situation we need you for. Franklin, get down to the farms pronto. Oh, got ourselves a possible 1067 brewing. 10-4. How lucky, officer, because let me tell you, if you laid a single hand on Odie's head, I would have not rested until I had your badge in my hand and your ass on the curb. It's a shame we're all headed to the same place. I have business up at the farms. Miss Scarlet, this sounds like it might be a very serious situation. I don't think it's wise for any civilians to get involved. Franklin, quit pussyfooting around up there. I don't give a shit if anybody falls along. We need you here ASAP. Fine. What the sheriff says goes. Bring your cousin. We'll finish this later. The officer hurries back to his car, leaving you with your freedom preserved, at least for the time being. I hope me doing that means something to you. Of course it does. She says nothing before starting up her car and motioning for you to follow. And you do, slipping into the passenger seat. The two of you ride in near silence, following the sirens all day out to the farms and the edge of town. As the twin farmhouses come into view, you realize it wouldn't have mattered whether you knew there was a stone or not, because you feel it now. Your ears ring, your mind swims. Something is attempting to detach you from the solidity of the BMW's leather seat beneath you. I'm getting a headache. Something's crying out, and calls will only stop once you found it, and given what it needs. God damn it, that cop drives fast. Hey, are you okay? You're feeling that thing in there, aren't you? I feel it too. Just keep your cool, okay? No, can't do it. Yeah, how are you keeping it together? I don't know, maybe it's because I've lived here my entire life. I'm used to it. That doesn't sound great. Every muscle in your body tenses, terrified for some reason, of taking another step forward. A afraid you won't be able to stop, but you want to, don't you? The invisible, eager, her thread tugs at your chest. You dig into your heels. What, did the whole town get the memo about this? Isn't this a work day for you, Miss Scarlet? I don't need to explain myself to you. You don't have to, but it's generally considered polite. Noted. Now what's going on in the farmhouse? Damn it, I'm getting sick of telling people all this. I told the cops, hell, I even told that black kid from the diner. And not one of y'all has done any good yet. Hey, I only just got here. Wait, kid from the diner? You mean Avery? I suppose that's the one, though I don't go in there much. That's Tremaine's haunt. Okay, so you told all these people what happened. Then what? Did they wander off? Where is everybody? Miss Scarlet, I can't say I appreciate your tone, but I suppose you and the doctor here are the last authorities I've left to turn to, so that is unfortunate. Like I was saying, I called the cops since Bo went missing. This morning after spotting this big truck about how he wanted to go up there and give Julius a piece of his mind. First the sheriff went in along that white deputy, the one with the sunglasses. But then something happened. There was a gunshot and this awful sound. Something screaming. Or like no creature I ever heard. That's when the other deputy, the black one, he ran in and the door shut behind him. Nobody's come out since. And nobody's taken anything I had to say seriously. I told them all to look out that Julius has the place rigged up like he's expecting to fend off an attack. Wait, you mean all those rumors are true? Indeed they are. You better be careful where you step when you better be careful where you step when you go up there. He's got bear traps and tripwires and God knows what else. Hopefully everyone else has already set off his hillbilly contraptions for us. Thanks for the heads up though. Odie, let's go. Hold on, Miss Scar. What makes you think being in charge of a coal mine suddenly gives you the authority to enter what might be an active crime scene? I'm the emergency medical profession here. I'll let you know when you're allowed to enter. Joan, with all due respect, after what I did for you last night, I think I'm owed the benefit of the doubt in this department. Wait, hold on. Before we do anything, we should talk about this. Who are you, ma'am? Now's not the time for introductions. Tabitha, didn't you tell your cousin anything about the people you were come to see? What, like I know everyone in town? You lived here all your life. Bo went to your school. Why do you quit fighting on my lawn? I got other things on besides whatever some city person is consolatory, whatever that word is, asking my name. It's only right and choose my sole property anyway. Consider I was there when my husband Duke passed away. That's what they told me. I'm Mrs. Galloway, Bo's mother, and he's my only son. So you can imagine that this week of all weeks, I certainly want to see my boy walk out that farmhouse exactly the way he went in, on his own 2 feet. I'd rather not dig any more graves. Okay, so, why was Bo trying to give Julius a piece of his mind? I'm sure we don't need to get into the why. You've already had to tell the police. Don't speak for me, Doctor. I may grumble about it, but I'll tell what happened as many times as I have to, if it means somebody getting something done about it. He and his daddy was growing a showstopper pumpkin for the state fair, and despite the loss our family suffered this week, Bo had his sights set on taking it to the fair with him, because he knows it was his daddy who would have wanted what his daddy would have wanted. They were both so proud of that pumpkin, but he didn't get the chance because it disappeared from our patch a couple days ago. And of course, we had a pretty good idea who done it, considering the way Tremaine was always about the property line. Her words sound tiny in the thick air. Your mind is trying not to hear the woman. Your focus is slipping, but you persevere. But Bo tried to do right and go to the police first since he's a sensible young man, but they wasn't much help. Never are when it comes to property disputes up this late. They're always saying they ain't interested in taking sides. If you ask me, I think they're afraid of Julius. But maybe they were right to be. Bo took matters in his own hands and went up there to give him what for, even though I told him that house is dangerous. Now it's been hours and he's still in there. A pumpkin, huh? Any idea why it's so big? Just farmer's luck? Luck has nothing to do with it. My boys poured a lot into that pumpkin. It's all about the care and attention you give something. Yeah, considering what we learned later, that is not what happened. And what exactly was this Where exactly was this pumpkin growing? Did it happen to be in the little valley there between the hills? Yes, the boy said that was the best place for it, the flattest around. You're not trying to pick the open land dispute, are you? Because I'll have you know the Coways have long since filed the proper paperwork outlining whose is what, and the Tremaines only ever had their faulty measurements to go by. No, I don't care, but I don't care. Please don't start telling me about it. Every question you ask is more time spent not being where you're supposed to be, and time isn't something you should be playing with right now. The itch in your head has told you as much. Oh boy, I have a feeling I have a limited amount of questions, but I do want to say this at least. Oh, this must be part of the Tremaine and Calloway feud, right? I'd hardly call it a feud these days. There's nobody left to feud with. Even before it happened, just Julius Tremaine and Duke. Nothing more than two old men fighting over scraps of dirt. It's no wonder Bo never felt much like getting involved. Until now, I suppose Julius old finally managed to get under skin. End this conversation. Whatever. We'll make sure Bo's safe, ma'am. Sure we will. Now, if you excuse us. She starts moving, and the tension in your muscles finally breaks. You start up the hill, your attention entirely focused on putting one foot in front of the other. Bring you closer to the thing that needs you. The thing that's screaming. Oh man, I would have liked to ask a few more questions, but hold on, I should at least go in first. Looks like you have to fight Odie for that, Doctor. This kind of reminds me of the cabin from Slay the Princess. You can hear the Doctor jogging along somewhere behind you, but she isn't catching up. You must be moving faster than you thought. Who am I supposed to call when you all get stuck too? That's the last you hear from the woman before you're finally out of earshot. You pause in the shadow of the neglected farmhouse, starting up at the creaking porch. Don't do anything stupid once we're in there, okay? Just let me handle it. Yeah, as if you won't do anything stupid. You can't answer your cousin right now. You step up onto the porch, reaching for the handle to the screen door. The door opens, the rusted hinges screeching, and you step across the threshold. Tabitha falls close on your heels, heavy boots thumping along on the ancient wood, as the door swings shut behind you. Yeah, and there's this image again. Poor Hugby. Like, apparently there is a way to prevent his death, but, I do not have the traits nor the proper conditions. I did not have the traits or the proper conditions to, you know, prevent this outcome. So, he's just gonna stay dead, I guess. Sheriff Hugby dangles in the middle of the room. An axe attached to some strange mechanism in the ceiling is embedded in his face, holding up his corpse in intimidation of life. Imitation. Jesus! Careful, Joan, there are traps all over the damn place. This old guy is really crazy, huh? Who the hell puts something like that in their house? Past the body, you can see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage. Cracked open, its guts strewn across the floor. Seeds dot across the hardwood like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the basement stairs. What the hell's going on here? Derrickson, is the doc here yet? We need a medical professional down here. His voice is coming from the basement. That's where you need to be. He's been shot, Joan. I think you better call somebody. The doctor's here? Julius, you should let her come down. You really don't want the officer to die down here, do you? I'm not the one blocking the stairs. I'm not the one you gotta convince. It won't be blocked for you. The stone awaits. Hates you here. Everybody shut up. Avery, that's your name, right? Get pressure on the wound. Yes, ma'am. Get away from him, kid. But the doctor, I don't care. Let him bleed. You're only making problems for yourself, Tremaine. Dr. Kelly quietly pulls out her phone. Damn it, there's no signal in here. I gotta step outside. You keep holding that wound, and no one else had better die while I'm gone. The doctor pulls at the door, but a weave of fibrous tendrils hold it shut. It would seem that the same forces that let all of you in refuse to let anyone leave. Are we stuck here? What the hell are we supposed to do now? But you already know what to do. Yeah, all this came from a pumpkin. You start down the hall, and as if expecting your arrival, the vines seem to shift, parting slightly, letting you through. Who the hell? So you tried to undermine me, witch. I should have known you'd try to find a way around the rules. You've trapped the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. You should nullify the deal before this gets any worse. It's just unhappy. I didn't think something like that would be so opinionated. But I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a less broken body, it can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated enough to hold a grudge. Hey! Everybody still alive? Tell the cops. I think I broke something. Yeah, me. Did you have to fall right into the gunshot wound? Saw it. My family. The witch. Witch? Damn it, did Sybil send you? I knew it. Wasn't happy with how much she already fucked this up, huh? She's still got more bullshit left to ruin my life even more? All that ends here. I'm getting what she promised me. Whatever she sent you for, I'll shoot you before you do it, so don't even try. Hey now, nobody has to get shot. Nobody else, I mean. Sorry, Franklin. What are you sorry for? You aren't the shooter, or the one who got shot. Oh, man. Apparently we're calling this thing the ginseng baby, which you can actually read about if you have the book smart trait. But still, just wonder what other creatures we read about are gonna become important. I bet Telepo has gotta have a role in this story or something. Your vision finally focuses and your mind is once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man Julius holds a gun in a silent threat. Oh, okay, it's just a pistol. I thought he had a shotgun or something. Frank clutches at his nasty wound in his side. Blood spilling out onto the dirt floor of the unfinished basement. In the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him, the source of the awful noise. It stutters with pained inhalations. Bo is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. The stone brought you here and stuck you in the middle of another nightmare. Odie, we can't get to you. The door is sealed shut. Even as she yells to you, her voice is faint, barely audible behind the... Sorry, I'm talking a lot. Behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape. Let's bring the Scarlets up to speed, Julius. They look a little shell-shocked. Where do I fucking begin? Alright. So the witch. I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered me a deal if I kept it to myself. I always wanted to raise a boy of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice. It obviously didn't go quite the way it was supposed to. Calories interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready. And he came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. He He kept trying to get at me, so I had to haul it down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave. And they've clogged up the drain, so I haven't been able to call that witch and get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait it out until Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy, and the two of them wound up down here with me. And that about sums it up. I guess in the end it's only fair. A son for a son. And birth ain't ever pretty, is it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned way. It was all sunshine and roses. Yeah, but at least nobody fucking died. Just always winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. So you blackmailed a witch for a magic bean so you could grow a boy? And you thought that was gonna work out for you. I'd watch what you fucking say to me. Yeah, I'm the problem here. I don't give a shit about your story, Tremaine. None of that gives you a reason to shoot a cop. Self-defense. Cattle doctrine. Avery, what the hell's going on down here? You don't have to answer, kid. I don't need any of my business explained to every stranger who decides to pay me a visit. It's okay, Odie. It's okay. Odie's been through a lot of stuff like this lately. He must be an expert at this point. Not really, but go ahead. So Julius hatched a baby out of a pumpkin. The really big pumpkin? You probably saw it upstairs, and then he was stuck in the basement for a couple of days while he was upstairs crawling around looking for food. Then, unfortunately, Bo showed up. All I heard was some yelling and crashing around up there. Then I wound up with this shit on my hand, so I called the kid to come try to help me sort it out. That's me. Julius thought my plant expertise would come in handy. I can't say it's been that helpful, though. I feel like the baby's freaking out more than ever. Getting out of Bo without killing him doesn't seem easy or possible. Would have been easier if everyone in town hadn't decided to show up uninvited. Okay. Yeah, this is so messed up. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Walk a mile in my shoes, then you would tell me you wouldn't do the same. I wouldn't do the same. That won't hold up in court, Tremaine. But if I kill every cop in town, as long as there's anybody left to convict me, sheriff's already done for, sounds like. And soon enough, I'll be 2/3 of the way. Hey there. If I'm patient. And then you'll have Derrickson to deal with. You're just making things worse for yourself. Don't do anything more stupid than you've already have. Yeah, and what about us? Are you going to kill every single person in this room? Julius shoots your cousin an icy glare. Didn't think that far ahead, did you? Listen, clearly you need something. You woke up talking about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. If none of you does anything stupid, then I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair? The conversation interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a guttural moan. So what, we're supposed to just wait until the Calloway kid dies? That's exactly right. My kid gets born and we all forget this ever happened. What kind of man lets another man make his sacrifices for him? The hell would a city kid like you know about being a man? You know I'm a man, Julius, and I think you're a coward. Correction, Franklin. You're a pig, not a man. You sold your soul for some donuts and a shiny badge. You know, Julius, I think Odie might be onto something. It's about connection, you know? You have a stranger to make the connection that should be yours. No, I'm not getting guilt-tripped into dying today. This is my one chance for things to go right in my life. Everyone else got their chances already. Don't I deserve mine? Not this is how you're gonna go about it. I came this far. Don't I deserve to see my boy open his eyes for the first time? There's someone important I have to get. Someone connected to the witch. She's in trouble. It's urgent. You mean Kanika? Way to not remember her name, Odie. Yeah, don't make me feel bad about that. Kanika? Sybil's daughter? I don't think I met any Kanikas. And Sybil doesn't have any daughters. At least, not that I know of. The hell are you talking about? Even I know she has a daughter. Can't say I necessarily call her name. Not that I make a habit of learning names anyway, but there's something off. This ain't right. Damn it, I thought staying away from her tea was enough, but she still managed to get me eventually, didn't she? She's messing with me the same as she messes with everybody. That devil woman. What the hell are you talking about? Person I don't know. You hung out with Kanika 2 days ago. Huh? Where? At the ghost thing. We were all there. Kanika, she runs the general store. The place we literally all of you go to buy everything. She has Judith for a moment. Well, maybe not you. But the rest of you all go to that store. It's why I keep trying to buy it. I don't know. If it's me losing too much blood, or if you hit your head. Town doesn't have a general store. What? Okay, we need to talk to Sybil, like, now. Look, if you need to get in touch with the witch, you'll have to hold on until all this is done. The only means I have get in touch with her is that faucet here. It's fed by natural spring water. That's her preferred method of communication, like her internet, I suppose. But as you see, it's currently out of order. I tried earlier, but my boy's got his meat on there. We won't be getting a drop out of it till he's calmed down. Anyways, yeah, okay. How do you know it'll stop with Bo? It sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it's hungry again? I don't appreciate you trying to pick all this apart. Just sit there and stay quiet. We won't have any trouble, got it? It's definitely going to eat you. It won't get the chance to go after Julius. I'll be taking you in. Now if you hurry up and die... Both scorns of discomfort. The baby seems to be digging deeper. Okay, I think I'm gonna maybe ask one more thing. What exactly did you catch her doing that made her make a deal with you? Look, I'm a man of my word. She told me I get what I want, and I told her she would get my signs. I'll stand by that. That being said, perhaps that had something to do with that husband of hers and whatever it was he was sick with. Husband? She's married? But she's so young. Young? Do you need glasses or something? That woman's a goddamn chrome if I ever seen one. It ain't like she's married now anyway. He's been dead for some time on account of the illness. Huh. You know what? Okay, maybe I should ask one more thing. She's clearly betrayed you. This doesn't seem like what she promised, does it? Damn it, none of you people have any patience. He needs time and he needs food. It can't be easy making a baby this way. It's not easy making it the normal way either, from what I hear. But isn't it still beautiful, even the way it is now? It's eating him alive. You should be horrified. The cop is right. That thing is obviously an abomination. If it were up to me, I'd just kill that thing and be done with it. Do you honestly think this whole situation gets a happy ending? And that's why you're gonna sit in that corner until I say otherwise. I don't need anybody stepping in to pull some hero shit, got it? Bo twitches, his skin blossoming with fresh bruises as the thing takes more of him. Okay, I've said enough. Why the hell are all of us just sitting wait, what did I... Why are we just sitting around talking about this parasite when all we know it needs to die? Are we psychotic? I'm doing what needs to be done. To have the Eyes towards the guard and shears at Bo's feet, not noticing as Julius pivots his aim to her. Julius, no! The gun fires at as Tabitha plunges the shears into the creature's neck. It screams and then it stops as silence overpowers the room. A moment later, Avery falls to the ground. Oh shit. Oh no, not you. Not you, kid. Avery's grasping on the ground near the ground. Bo, their patterned shirt is stained with their blood. God, what have I done? First the boy, now you. He raises his gun to his head. Oh boy, maybe I should put a content warning, but then again, I'm sure I'll be fine. If not, I don't know, we'll see. Nobody left to do better than this. Julius. But whatever A was about to say silenced when Julius pulls the trigger. Once again, the world feels quiet in the aftermath of the gunshot. Julius's body slumps against the wall, the limp and dead, a bullet smoldering at his temple. Good fucking riddance. The bay doesn't seem to be moving. Bo, in contrast, shows clear signs of continued life, shifting uneasily despite the tendrils still embedded in his skin. Your cousin's shoulders fall slack for a moment before clenching in anger. Why the hell did you do that? You should have just stayed where you were. Didn't want anyone to die. You don't even know me. How do you know I'm worth dying for? The room's attention is drawn to the sound of a horrific, inhuman gutturing, punctuating the groans of human agony. It would seem that Tabitha did not manage to quite finish the job. Jesus Christ, that thing is still alive? Move it before it kills him. Let it have me. Want to help it. Help both. Help it? No, we need to help you and that big guy, not some meat carrot. I'm killing it. Don't I get a dying wish? I just want to fix something at least. Tabitha remains with her back turned to you. Her figure tense, her limbs shaking. Okay, apparently I heard something about how, like, this will apparently save Avery, though admittedly they still haven't quite communicated how that even works, but whatever. Wait! But you cross the room, kneeling to Avery and Bo and the wounded thing. Avery starts unbuttoning their shirt, the movement clearly painful, their face twisting with every undone button. But they push through, bearing their wound, their black eyes resting on the creature. It looks to be in as much pain as they are. It breathes. He's ragged, Bo's blood trickling from its wide mouth. You'll have to help me coax it. Doesn't seem like it will be difficult. The thing has already noticed the smell of fresh blood, its tendrils shifting under Bo's skin. It Blubba's head turning towards Avery to stare with sightless eyes at the inviting wound. All you have to do is give it a nudge, and like a dog waiting for a command from its master, it peels itself away from Bo, willfully releasing his drained body in favor of its new host. Okay, this is weird, but also kind of beautiful in a messed up way. God, I sound like Avery right now. Avery cries out, heaving stuttering gasps of pain as the tendrils slide into the open wound, winding their way beneath their skin. Bo twitches too as he's released, the two of them becoming a chaos of shock as the weak body of the creature coils itself around Avery, clinging desperately, sealing its weeping gash against theirs. Okay, so like Okay, I think I sort of get it, like, seals the wound. Jesus Christ, Odie, what are you doing here? That is what they said, right? Oh, wait. Also, sorry, I just, yeah, I had a feeling her name would be erased from the... Avery's breasts become even, their eyelids sliding closed, their heart continuing to beat as they slip into unconsciousness, and the creature too seems to sigh in relief. The panic fades. As its protective vines slacken, a sliver of light is visible beyond the doorway, where it had sealed itself away. The faucet in the corner of the room finally unclogged, bursts to life. Water pours out onto the dirt floor. Somebody help, call Daddy. Shit, we need a doctor. Your hands are wet. The water is spreading, pooling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. Dr. Kelly rushes down the now unblocked stairs, her eyes wide with horror at the scene in the basement. What the hell happened down here? Bo, can you hear me? Uh-huh. Am I getting a checkup? I've been shot at as well, ma'am. The diner kid, Avery, too. Need hospital. Looks like shot doesn't begin to describe it. I better make some calls. Everybody stay with me. Joan, we need to get Aria out of here before it floods. Odie, let's get moving. What are you talking about? Do none of you see the fucking water? Tabitha, you didn't hit your head down here, did you? No water. But it is flooding. It's up your chest now. There's no denying it. Of course you don't see it. You're always wearing those damn sunglasses. Her words are swallowed up as it finally overtakes you. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna use the pause feature, but, you know, I don't think we need to go through this whole, you know, witch's backstory again. So, yeah, I'll get to you once we get to the, you know, to the part with Kanika and Sybil. Okay, now let's get back to here. Now here we are on the cusp of the end, the final daughter. Odie? Tabitha? What are you two doing here? Are you real? Now, there's kind of an inconsistency, like, what I mean is, like, whenever Tabitha shows up here, her attitude towards Kanika being sacrificed, well, let's just say it changes, depending on things, though I don't know what things exactly. Anyways, what are you two doing here? Are you real? Yeah, we're real. Are you? I don't know. Probably. I'm glad I get the chance to see you again, Odie, before I go away. So that means you've made up my mind? Yeah, don't try to talk me out of it. It won't work. You're kidding me. Okay, I thought I had the chance to say, like, everyone forgot you or something. I don't know. What decision? Kanika's trying to sacrifice herself because her mom said so. Hey, you're leaving out a lot. It's not just because she said so. I mean, you saw that whole vision thing, right? Generations of people are going to suffer if I don't help her. That includes the both of you, by the way. And you know all this is true because she said so? But she's not lying. I know she's not. Sure, the same way she wasn't lying your whole life about her being some kind of immortal witch. Whatever. Like your family didn't keep secrets. At least mine are cool. Not really. How do we know any of that really happened? It happened, Odie. Which means that if I don't go through with all this, I'll know everything my mom could have stopped will be my fault. And what exactly is trying to vent? Do you even know? That thing that Enoch brought, whatever it is, breaking out and causing havoc. And all those disasters my mom would be able to stop if he takes its power for herself. She'd be able to fix the town and make it so people can actually live again. And you would die for it? It's not dying, but yes, my life is about to actually mean something. Oh, don't say that about yourself. Do you really feel like your life has been meaningless? I'm a college dropout working a dead-end job in a dead-end town. Lying to myself every day that I'll get out and do something bigger with my life. Well, I'm a loser with no job and living off Social Security and with my mom. So I mean, at least you did something. But I could never, and apparently it was never my fault. Do you know what a release it was to learn that? Now I have a chance to make sure no one else gets stuck the way I did, or the way Stella did, or even you, Tabitha. There's so much more than most people could do in a lifetime. Saving all these people, it's my purpose in life. Yeah, she made sure of that, didn't she? She made sure I was in the right mindset to be able to accept what had to be done. It's still my choice. I saw your brother today. He didn't understand what's happening, but he was so upset about it. He's most of the reason I even found you. Miles? But he doesn't even like me that much. He always thought I was bossy and annoying. He was upset? It must just be because he doesn't remember how much he hates me. If he did, he wouldn't feel that way. Sounds like Odie's giving you reason not to do this, Kanika. Maybe you should listen to my cousin. Come on, you're too important to me, Kanika. I thought you knew that. I can't let you do this. I'm sorry. I didn't know then what I know now, or I never would have let you in. You got all wrong anyway. I'm not important or special, not on my own. Not even when compared with what I'm about to do. And I know how that sounds, but I mean it. How many people can say they get the chance to change the future? Like, really change it? It's okay. It's not like I'm dying. I'm just becoming part of something else. Yeah, I know Tabitha's right here, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. You don't waste time on more words. Wait, are you two like a thing? You take Nia by the shoulders, and before she can say anything to try and stop you, your lips are on hers, pressing them to silence. She tries to say some half-hearted protest, but as your tongue slips into her mouth, it turns into a tiny moan. She leans into you. You hold her closer, your arms pressing her body against yours, her skin soft and comforting and warm. You can tell she feels the same. It's as if she's never been held before. A desperation to her touch as her hands creep onto your shoulders, shaking, nervous. She lets you kiss her deeper, seeming to blissfully forget where she is, losing herself in your arms, if only temporarily. It feels like the seconds slow down, as though time itself continues to stop as you hold each other closer. But then she's pulling away, back out of your reach. And of course, Tabitha just had to witness all. Not in front of Tabitha. Look, if this is what it takes to convince you, don't mind me, I'm not here. No, I can't get distracted. I know what I have to do. I can't let this get in the way. You see tears form in Kenia's eyes. The dream seems to shift around her, wavering, but already has. You've never been a good liar, Kanika. The world around you can no longer retain its lie. Quiet, dear. There's no need to let the scars talk you in circles. You already know the right answer, remember? I don't know anymore. I need to think about it. Let me go. I should have known the two of you would be trouble. You and your family have always valued your hold over the town over the happiness of its residents. Oh, you're one to talk. Hawk, you're about to sacrifice your daughter, and make her forsake her happiness, And on top of that, you lift off the suffering of others. Don't act like you're innocent, Sybil, Carmilla, Witch, or whatever the fuck your real name is. How can you look around at the way things are and see anything but misery? Do you know what I see when I look at Scarlet Hollow? I don't care. I see the remains of some long-dead thing. Hollowed out mountains where hollowed out people work to scrape the last few crumbs of death from dried up seams, hoping to animate the corpse of this town for long enough that they can see tomorrow. And you don't think you're just another one of those hollowed out husks, Sybil? We can add Pearl and sharp wit to that long list of things you inherited from her. That list is gonna get a lot shorter once I burn the whole goddamn family legacy to the ground. It's so good to see your heart in the right place, Tabitha. Don't think I'm ignorant to the ways you suffered. I know you've taken no real pleasure in running the mines. I know that you desperately wanted to be a different person than your responsibilities would ever let you be. And I know that you care about those responsibilities because you know what will happen to other people if you don't carry your burdens. Didn't you hear me, Sybil? I'm done with all that. And I'm still talking. You do best to listen before your stubbornness gets somebody killed. Oh, other than your own daughter, you mean? Yes, Tabitha. I'm talking about so many people more people than my daughter. Do you think I want to do this to her? Do you think I want to do this to every daughter I had before? Maybe in the beginning you didn't want to do it, but you've done it so many times that you don't even feel anything. Like, it's just become a routine for you, and that's miserable. That's sad. Honestly, I pity you, Sybil. I really do. But the only way to end a horrible cycle is to just walk away from it. Like, sure, there are consequences for walking away too, but it's better than just continuing something that's clearly not working. You just need to learn to open your eyes and, I don't know, accept that certain things are gonna be bad. And you have no control over it. And just focus on what you can control. Kanika can't save you on her own, but I can. I don't need saving. Then let's ignore your self-sacrificing tantrum and turn elsewhere. I know you still care about Stella. What about saving her? What kind of danger is Stella? What about saving your cousin? Tabitha falls silent. I wish this wasn't how this had to be, but it's the only way any of your stories get a happy ending. But it won't be a happy ending without Kanika. What kind of a happy ending is it if Kanika dies? The kind where everyone gets to walk away, free from the specter of the past. Yourself and Tabitha included. I know you care about her, Odie. I'm sorry that it has to come to this, but it's the only way. So it's Kanika's life or yours? Is that what you're saying? That's a very distinct possibility, yes, though any harm visited on you won't come from me. You're in danger. I'm sure you can feel that. And I make a powerful ally. Sure, but you're a shitty person. Sybil, this feels evil. I know how unpalatable this feels, Odie, but pull back the curtain and it's a far kinder choice than anything you've been party to this week. Odie, Tabitha, I don't think you want to interrupt me. Your cousin falls silent. Odie, unlike Duke, who left behind a widow and son to mourn him, Kanika's memory will be but a passing breeze. There won't be anyone to hurt from her loss. Honestly, that sounds a lot worse. Like, even if no one remembers her, like, that's just sad and messed up. Like, it's easy to be okay with something if you're brainwashed into thinking it's okay. You and I will be the only ones to carry her memory. When you ran off after Becca and Alexis, you courageously left Rosalina Gutierrez maimed for life. How long do you think Avery Bell can last with that thing attached to them? I don't think you made any wrong choices, Odie. Enoch's Leslie has simply stacked the deck against you. My daughter's one person, and she won't die in the traditional sense of the word. She'll be here, with me and her sisters. You'll be gentle, like stepping into a pool. All these lingering threads left by her decisions can still be mended, if you let her help me. Why can't you just be direct? Why all this mystery? Those are the rules. Every bargain has its rules. And what about this bargain? What rules would I be agreeing to? This isn't a bargain. I was always going to help you. Well, you can forget it. I don't want your help. After all, I intend to break the structures that have been holding everyone in place. I have no interest in building a new prison. Well, I saw your son this morning. He was confused and miserable about this. Do you even care? What's going to happen to him if you take Kanika? All that misery is temporary. As soon as this is done, we'll turn to him, just in a different form than he's used to. We'll still be his family. We'll still love him. Yeah, well... whatever. It's still messed up what he's, like... I mean, I made it pretty clear I'm not a fan of Miles, but... still, like... he's being haunted by things he can't remember, and... well... you won't even be his family anymore. You'll just be, like, a friend or an acquaintance. He'll be an orphan all by himself. The question you should be asking yourselves, what will happen if you stop this from finishing? Do you think Miles will be better off with a broken family in a town where everyone stays trapped? Well, better than having no family at all. Let him be free to have a future, Odie. Oh, he's not gonna have a future. Or if you get what you want. Did you know I was gonna wind up here? Doesn't this throw a wrench into your plans? I did see this possibility. No inevitability, I suppose. I hoped it would all be over before you could find me. I know it can be unpleasant to watch. I'd hoped to spare you, even if I knew in my heart that all the worthwhile roads for you to walk would bring you right here before I can finish my work. But you being here only throws a wrench into things if you're unable to grasp the weight of what you're about to do. So ask as many questions you need to explore all avenues. I guess that's just a subtle way of saying, hey, there's no consequences for going through all the explore options. I will answer until you understand. And why should I trust you after everything that happened with Julius? Oh, the baby? The one he was supposed to keep incubating until the pumpkin had shriveled in the field? I gave very clear instructions, you know. It's not my fault that Callis decided it was their property, or that he decided to hatch it while it was still hungry. I saw the possibility. I won't lie to you about that, but I see many possibilities. It was just as like that baby would consume him before anyone was the wiser. Or that the pumpkin would be taken to the fair, and the thing inside would die where no one else could see its suffering. Sometimes, Odie, pain is unavoidable. Julius wanted a fix for everything that had gone wrong for him over the decades of his life. I couldn't provide that, not after what he had decided to become. It was already too late to stop those consequences from reaching him. What you're doing now is inviting a future with more pain. Please let me choose the kindest path instead. Nah, you're just trying to choose the easy out. Like, you're trying to just... like, you're trying to put a band-aid on a gaping wound. Like, you're treating the symptom, but you're ignoring the bigger problem. You act like you have such good intentions, but you were the one who told Dr. Kelly to start poisoning her son. If you hadn't been there, Odie, I think you know things wouldn't have gone quite so well. Now you're forced that poor man out of the only home he's ever known. Well, at least he's free and not in pain. They had something approaching a normal life. To call his tree and poison him when it was the only thing holding that life in balance, keep him from becoming something that has no place in society. You call being trapped in a basement, hint, sick 24/7, and a mother who constantly surveillances you normal? Well, you and I have very different definitions of that word. Do you think people will be kind to Modi? As kind as you? Are you so naive to think he won't encounter Joan after Joan out in the real world, if not worse? And do you think he'll always have someone there to force him to rein his passions in? Are you sure it will always work? No, but I gotta have a little faith in the guy. Now you see the choices I'm forced to weigh. You think my actions come from some inherent cruelty, but in seeing the outcomes, the entire picture, the way ripples fan out, how intersecting, coming together into new configurations, only then can you understand the true weight of one small sacrifice and understand why it must be made. You are talking about taking people's choices away from them. Tabitha, you've gotten real quiet. It didn't take much to extinguish the little spark of hers, did it? She just needed to be reminded that she still has things she wouldn't like to lose. Fuck you, Sybil. I'm not what's threatening you, Tabitha. You know that. What should we do? I don't know anymore. No. I'm reaching for her. Fuck you, Sybil. I don't care if you think you're in the right. I want to kill you so badly, but this is the next best thing. You take Kanika's outstretched arm and pull. I mean, I guess if I had mystical, but I don't, so. You can feel your body tearing with the effort, but you hold the best you can, even as her hand slips through your fingers. Odie, I don't want to leave you. Kanika, please, you understand. You understand how important this is. I don't think I do. I only understood what you want me to understand. You didn't let me think any differently. Well, I'm thinking differently now, and I'm getting the hell out of here, and I'm taking everyone else with me. At her declaration, the dream around you starts to weave her. It's losing its shape. No, come back! Kanika pulls you with her, and Tala falls in your wake, and the world shifts nauseatingly around the three of you. Feels like you're being buoyed upwards, ascending rapidly, her grip firm as reality seems to meet you until finally you surface. Oh, and apparently we're in Tentus Lake, or whatever it was called. You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Tulip? Janie? Yeah. Only one major content update? Huh, so apparently there's gonna be something before the final chapters? I don't know. I guess we'll see. But, yeah, I'm definitely... So, yeah. That's the end of the Redux series. I definitely like how some things panned out this time. And, okay, so Kinia's name is still... But, whatever. So, yeah, I have no idea when I'm gonna get back to this game, at least in video format. There are some new achievements and some new scenes I want to see, but, you know, that's for later. For now, I think we're done here. So yeah, I can't wait till the next update. I can't say I'll make any videos when the next major content update comes, but I'm definitely gonna, like I said before, once the final chapters come out, I'm gonna continue from this save. And as I said before, I'm not, like, I didn't show you everything because it's mostly the same as my previous playthrough, just, you know, with some differences. So, Yeah. Sorry, I'm not good at anything, so I'm just gonna end things here. The video's about an hour long, so I hope you all had a good day today. Remember to stay safe out there, and as always, this was Short John Red. Until then.